everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch and Life with Sharon and
Robin Joy.
And it's July. When did that happen?
I don't know. It's going by so fast. 2021 is flying.
Didn't we just say it's June? What happened? I feel like every beginning of the month, we're like, what happened?
We're going to do that every month, by the way.
I know.
What happened?
It's well, especially now with everything opening up, people are traveling like crazy and it's just busy, busy, busy.
Well, isn't July 4th supposed to be, according to our government, like everyone's back? Although I think everyone's been back, but
officially now everyone's back and everything is open and so many places are at 100% capacity and outdoor concerts, like everything is just, it's weird. It's kind of like,
weird. I find it so weird after being so isolated sort of, and we're closed in and we're Zooming and we're not really seeing people, but yeah, it's weird. I find it strange. I like it, don't get me wrong, I love it. It's just weird.
Well, it's exciting because at least it's summertime, right? At least we can do and celebrate and be together with friends and family. And this July 4th is no exception. So today, like that little segue into, we're going to do a cooking episode to just help you create simple, healthy recipes to bring to whatever party you're going to, or if you're hosting, to make yourself, with only using the oven for one of the items, one of the recipes.
Right. Good segue, by the way. And very nice. And as warm as it's been, and I think the whole country's been warm, so wherever you are, it's pretty much been warm. You don't want to be around the oven. And this way, these recipes are simple. You can even make them ahead of time, and you can make them for 1, 2, or 20. Simple.
Right. And we have the recipe in the description below. And I actually made a smaller batch of everything because, I'm not entertaining right now. But that's the beauty. Exactly what you said, that you can make it for as many or as few people as you're having.
Right. And the other thing with these recipes, so everybody knows, is we started like looking at recipes and we picked some things that we liked. And then we both independently tweaked them.
Yeah.
So don't feel like you have to stick to it. Put your own spin.
Yeah. So actually, as a matter of fact, make sure that you download, download the recipes now, print them. And then as you're watching this, you can take notes to see what Robin and I do differently so that you can kind of write down your ideas and create something that's going to be your own. So Robin, where do you want to start?
Let's start with the slaw, or the kale. What was kale for you? Was more slaw for me.
All right. I mean, and that's the beauty, right? Again, going back to a traditional coleslaw. We love tradition, but every now and then we want to add something that's going to give it a little oomph. And of course, as a nutritionist, all I ever talk about is eating the colors of the rainbow. So what did you share, what you put in your coleslaw, your slaw?
Okay, so I think the recipe says it's going to be a kale and carrot slaw. Mine is carrots, broccoli. I didn't want to, so here's the thing. I didn't want to be in the kitchen slicing big kale leaves. So I have broccoli, I've got cabbage, I've got carrots and radishes, some red onion, parsley on top, and fresh lemon. I use a little bit. Got the vegan in the house, so a little bit of vegan, just a teaspoon of vegan mayonnaise, a lot of fresh lemon, dill, and parsley. And I will do this for you. It's just not a huge bowl, but
I love it.
That's what I got.
I love it. And again, adding in all these different vegetables that are high in antioxidants and they're anti-inflammatory, you can make your own. So what I did,
just slawed.
Yeah. So wait, yours was a package, right?
It was, and then I added in the radishes. So it started with some carrots and it started with some broccoli, and then I added in the radishes and the onion and the dill and parsley and the rest of it, and the dressing. I had no dressing. I like my own dressings. We've had that conversation.
We have many, many times, and that looks delicious.
Thanks. I'd give you some, but
One of these days soon, we are going to be cooking together in the same kitchen. That's, yeah. So what I did, I used the carrot and slaw, but interestingly, I similarly did not want to be chopping the vegetables. I didn't want to be standing over anything. And so I just got like a crispy kale slaw from Whole Foods. And it has carrots and it has cabbage and it's got kale. So it's very colorful. And what I did is like you is I sliced up some radishes, which are light and they're great for kidneys, great for liver, for detoxifying, for, you know, again, remember the colors of the rainbow. They give you so many nutrients that you need. And my dressing, I didn't use mayonnaise for this one or the avocado oil mayonnaise, which you and I love. We've talked about that. Mm-hmm. I use simply some olive oil, some juice so I had what did I use? I had a few tablespoons of olive oil, a quarter of a cup of fresh lime juice. So I took fresh limes and I squeezed out because I love doing that. I've got one of these juicers, simple thing, because I am in an apartment. I don't have room for, what do you use?
I'm getting it.
Oh, I thought you were. While Robin's getting that, I don't have room for all these equipments. Oh, okay, perfect. That's even better. Because
I love these.
That's even better because that doesn't send the pulp through. Mine, I have to juice and then I have to strain. So I'm getting one of those.
Get these. I mean, they're everywhere, but home goods, incredibly inexpensive.
Yeah, well, that's going to be my next purchase. But you get just like the freshest juice from that. And I did juice from half an orange as well. So combining all of that and my little secret sauce, actually, no, it wasn't for this. I was about to give my secret sauce for the other salad. So I'm not going to share that just yet. And so, you know, finding ways that's simple. How long did it take you to make your salad?
Honestly, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops.
That's it. Yeah. I would recommend for anyone who's using kale, even if it's already like sliced up in a slaw prepackaged, is to take your hands with the olive oil and massage it.
Right.
You know, it gets into the leaves, softens them up a little bit, and it just tastes so much better. It brings out the flavor more. Do you find the same?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Otherwise, you know, I think people who say they don't like the texture or the taste of kale should try it, because otherwise it's just like grazing cardboard, really. But it's different when you massage it. Just a little bit of olive oil and just crunch it down a little bit. It's a totally different flavor to it.
Right. And because what that also does is it starts to break up the membrane so that it's easier it starts to release some of the enzymes, so it's easier to digest and to chew. And you're right, it tastes better because who wants to eat cardboard?
Sorry for that visual.
Although some people think that I do sometimes live in the forest and still eat bamboo shoots and leaves.
Oh,
yeah. All right, so that takes care of that recipe. What do we have up next?
We have what is or going to be or whatever, a tomato and watermelon salad.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, mine.
I love what you do with yours. And again, everyone, improvise. This is where it's like, use what you have in the house and just be creative. And we're giving you a core recipe that you can play with.
Right. And that's pretty much what happened, because truth be told, I didn't go and get a watermelon. I didn't get to go to the store. Well, I did go to the store, but I forgot the watermelon. Story of my life. Anyways, let me show you what I got before I tell you what's in it. So
beautiful.
It's colors, right? Yeah. So I have cherry tomatoes. It's on a bed of spinach. I've got cherry tomatoes, papaya, and mango. I just bought a bunch of fresh mangoes, actually, which are delicious. The champagne mangoes.
Ooh, I've never heard of those.
I'll show you the whole one in a minute. So mangoes, some papaya, and blueberries. And all I did with this actually, and fresh parsley is over it. I drizzled a little balsamic glaze on the tomatoes. And frankly, the fruit is delicious. It's all fresh and juicy, all organic fruit, all organic tomatoes, organic spinach. And that's all I need is a dressing. Like for me, that's all we need is a dressing, and that's it.
The balsamic glaze, did you make that or separately? Or did you take it from the recipe? How did you prepare your glaze?
No, I bought the glaze.
There you go, right? Keep it simple, people.
Keep it simple. If I'm going to be honest, keep it simple. No,
Yeah.
I bought the glaze.
Well, I don't even have balsamic vinegar, which it called for in the recipe, which we're going to include for you guys. I didn't have it. I wasn't about to go buy it because I don't eat a lot of that. But what I substituted with was apple cider vinegar. So I don't have that balsamic drizzle on it that kind of you see with all the tomato dishes like yours.
Yeah, it looked a little prettier until it kind of ran together. Truth be
Well,
told, actually, Trader Joe's has a great balsamic glaze. It's very low in everything, really. So if you have a Trader Joe's nearby, highly recommend it.
awesome. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah.
And I did something not as colorful as Robin's, but I took the recipe with the tomatoes. Now it calls for beefsteak tomatoes, and I just got the multicolored little cherry tomatoes because I wanted color, you know, the yellow, the purple, the red, the orange. I sliced them in half, and then I put watermelon on it, and similar to Robin, I put it on a bed of spinach, or I put the spinach around it. I usually would have used arugula, but I didn't have any. But you can use any green leafy vegetable. You can see all the different colors of the tomatoes. You could put strawberries on it. I love that you use blueberries and mangoes. Again, it's all about colors of the rainbow. And so for my dressing, it was olive oil with lemon juice and apple cider vinegar. And here is my little secret tip to the recipe. I just added a half a teaspoon of pure maple syrup. And everything also is organic, because sometimes the acidity of, even though you have the olive oil, can be still a little too acidic for people. And that little bit of maple syrup just cuts the acidity and doesn't make it sweet, but it gives it a lot of flavor.
Right. Here's the mangoes.
Oh, cool.
They're delicious.
I'm going to have to go get one.
Yeah, you got to get some of these. Actually, well, you're in the city, but Costco has like the best selection of organic fruit right now, like incredible selection.
That's, you know, I love how these big box stores, because of demand, right, from the consumers, they all have these organic food sections now that, you know, people have been wanting for so long. So it's accessible to everybody. It is, which is lovely. All right, so that's 2 recipes. Look at that, how colorful and simple. Really, it took us, again, 15 minutes for each recipe. There's no cooking, there's some chopping. That's it, mixing.
Yeah, and it, you know, and the beauty of something like this too is whether you make it from scratch or you buy kind of a premix and add to it, is even on the weekend, if you don't want to be busy during the week kind of prepping, when you go to the store, cut up your celery, clean your spinach, and just bag it. Just have it ready to go. So during the week, you're grabbing a handful of something, and it's an easy salad, it's an easy go-to, and it's not a problem, right? And then you're not thinking about kind of what you're eating, and it's not kind of hard to do then.
Right. Agreed. It's all about planning and keeping it simple. And summertime is so easy to do this. It really is. And we want to eat light foods anyway that are going to give us our spring in our step and keep us healthy and give us energy. And yeah, so the third dish that we made is red, white, and blue potato salad. Now, Robin, did you grow up with potato salad?
I think so, a little bit. We didn't eat much of it though. But
Yeah,
the typical.
we grew up with it. I hated it. I was not a potato salad person. Even though my mother would chop up little gherkin pickles and put some peas in and carrots to make it a little bit crunchy, I just was not a potato person.
Really?
And I really wasn't. Or macaroni salad, coleslaw.
That I didn't like at all. I couldn't stand macaroni salad.
Yeah,
salad.
not my thing either. Coleslaw, I love crunch. I need crunch. And I think it was also different because growing up, everything was boiled, like the potatoes were boiled, so they were soft.
Mhm.
So the spin to this potato salad is to actually take the potatoes and broil them and cut them into pieces. And I actually do not put any oil on it. I just put them on a baking sheet. I cut it all up and I put some salt on it and I put it in for like at 425. And again, the recipe will be in the description. And for about 25, 30 minutes. And I love it because it gets all brown and crunchy. And the reason I don't cook it with oil, sometimes I do, but mostly not, is because when I put it with food, then I'm always adding some sort of a fat. So I don't want to have too much. I just want it to be enough. So for my taste buds, it's fantastic. And then with that, so the way that this is laid out, the recipe calls for a bigger size, but I just wanted to make a little bit to just kind of show everybody. But the red, white, and blue is using red potatoes, the russet potatoes, and purple potatoes. Now, I love purple potatoes, and people are always asking me, well, what's the difference between all these potatoes? Are they healthy? I hear you shouldn't eat potatoes. It's too starchy. Yes, potatoes are starchy. Absolutely. So you don't want to sit and eat just potatoes, but they offer a lot of fiber, a lot of nutrients, and in moderation, it's okay to have with some food. The difference between the purple versus the other variety is that it has anthocyanin, which is an antioxidant. So it just gives you more bang for your buck. So, and they all kind of taste the same to me, except for sweet potatoes. That's another category.
Yeah.
But do you eat potatoes?
I do eat potatoes.
Which kind do you buy?
I've done the purple, the white, and the red. I love roasting any of those or all mixed together. Actually, it's funny. Last night I took Yukon Gold, the white, and I nuked them for a few minutes just to soften them up, and then I smashed them. Very fun, especially if you have a hard day and you just want to smash something. Awesome. And all I did was a little salt, little pepper, and fresh chives, and baked it for 15 minutes, and it was just this crispy little pancake. It was actually very good.
Oh, that does sound good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a potato latke without all the stuff. It was really, really good. But a Yukon Gold is that kind of soft, buttery potato anyway, so you can do that.
Right, absolutely. And you can use Yukon Gold for this also, right? It's just a matter of your taste buds and what you want to try. But July 4th, a little red, white, and blue. So have a combination of that. I
like patriotic theme. Good job.
I did sprinkle some thyme on it, in addition to the salt. And then I also, on top of this, you notice that there was some green stuff on here. So for the crunchiness, it's scallions and celery. So I chopped that up. And then on the side, what I'm making with this is a sauce. And what I do, instead of mixing it all together, because some people don't want to have the mayonnaise or too much of it, is I put it in a dish on the side so that people can take and then take a scoop of however much they want of the mayonnaise dressing. And then build your own so that people, right? Because you might not want some or you might want some.
And I think that's a great idea. And maybe that's why growing up, macaroni salad or potato salad was so hard to like, because some people would cook with a lot of mayo.
So much mayo. Use a lot. I hear you. So one of my favorite mayos is avocado oil. Robin and I talk about that all the time, and Cholula hot sauce. Whoops. There you go. And I love these because it has the fewest amount of ingredients. They're clean products. All you have to do is mix them together. It's in the recipe, and put it on the side. As hot as you want it. And then there's your dish. There's your 3 dishes. I'm actually gonna bring this over to kind of show the 3 dishes. Wait, I'm not gonna. And
I only have my 2. I cheated. I didn't do the 3rd. I have spatial issues, obviously.
We both do. But that's the beauty of, just any holiday, but for July 4th, it's hot. We don't want to be slaving over the stove. You're probably outdoors grilling. You're going to have whatever, the hot dogs, the burgers. These are just great, healthy side dishes. And again, it's all about enjoying, indulging, and tasting things, but filling up your plate with the really healthy food so that you can enjoy a little bit of everything else.
Absolutely. And it's easy and you're not stuck in the kitchen. And then you can enjoy too. You're not busy slaving and serving. So,
Right. Wow. So this is how we're kicking off July 4th.
well, happy Independence Day to everyone. And
Yeah, happy July 4th. We hope that you enjoy it, that you're surrounded with people you love, people who lift you up, who bring you joy. Because at the end of the day, that's all what it's all about, right?
yep, enjoy and relax and, be with people that, you're right, be with people that bring you up.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. We're going to go eat our salads and or start our salads.
We
We're going to
are.
start. And I hope you all enjoy these recipes and let us know. Let us know in the comments and subscribe and like, please. And let us know if you make any changes as well, because we love to see what you want to do with these recipes as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, everyone. As always, love unpacking lunch with you. Or at this point, we're kind of like cooking or making and packing to go.
Yeah, it's our to-go lunch.
Okay. Have a great day, everyone.
Take care.